Your mindset will determine the health of your relationship. You may ask why I say that. Well, sometimes people in relationships, they have these ideas and expectations that they have created in their minds that are not necessarily right for the relationship, or let's say good for the relationship, because who can say what's right or wrong for that particular person and that relationship? But it's not particularly good for the relationship. It is not particularly good for even your mental capacity, because a lot of times women go into relationship with expectations that are, let's say, not realistic. Some women have, are people, it's not even just women, it is individuals. They have this idea, well, this should be done a certain way or that should be done a certain way. When in reality, you have to understand that you are choosing the person that is before you. Whatever they present before you is who you are choosing. So don't have the expectation to change the person. You have the expectation that you're going to choose and get what it is that you want in a person. And so you're paying attention to who that person is, how they show up, how they treat you, and not, well, I don't like this, I don't like that. So let me just try to change them. I'm hoping this change, I hope that change. No, if they're doing it then they're going to continue to do it. Now, that does not mean that you don't understand that people can change. You know, it's a difference in choosing someone who have bad qualities about themselves and not right for you than choosing someone who is just flawed and not perfect, but they can change. They're willing to change. That's the difference. But the thing is, you want to see the change before you go any further or make commitment, shall I say. And so the thing about it is that some people, even in today's time in society, as it relates to relationships, are wanting to do things their way. They're wanting things to be done in a manner in which they feel that it should be done. Or, well, why can't this person call me at this time or that time? Well, why can't this person say these things to me? Well, why can't this person just understand that this is what I'm saying? First of all, communication. You can't expect for anyone to just assume what it is that you are saying and what you mean by the things that you're saying. Now, if you're talking plainly and clearly and you're explaining yourself and the person don't understand, then maybe there's an intellectual issue going on. But if you're talking around about a situation and the person does, you expecting for them to just know what it is that you're talking about and what you're saying and what you mean, then that's not necessarily realistic. So what you might have to do is explain what it is that you're saying. Be clear about what you're saying. Don't talk around the bush. These days people are not asking questions, especially women. I don't know what it is, what has happened, why women are not communicating and asking questions in relationships. But you, in order to get to know anyone in a meaningful, substantial way, you're going to need to ask questions. You cannot assume. Assuming is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to accomplish nothing. Only thing it's going to do is allow you to be in a situation that you just might not want to be in. And so you need to know what you're getting into and who you're getting into it with. You know, another thing, like I said, people want to have these expectations of others. Listen, what you guys need to know and understand is that when you're dating, out here dating and gathering information in that stage, you are more than likely not going to be compatible or want to be with the person who comes to you next. So you can walk out the door, go to a nice setting, place, event, meet someone, and they just might not be the one for you. So don't expect that everyone that you meet is going to be someone who is going to be a potential partner for you. And I think that's what get a lot of women to be frustrated when it comes to dating, because they feel like, listen, I'm tired of these men who talking to me and they don't want nothing. Now I agree. I do agree. When a man approaches you and he tries to get at you, he should want something. But let's just face it, it's it doesn't happen that way. You already know how it is. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to go through different people. When I say go through different people, meaning you're going to be approached by and you're going to have some communication with different people before you find the right one. Now, if you walk out the door and you go to your event and you find the love of your life, great girl, I am happy for you. And congratulations. But to many, it's not going to happen that way. And this is the thing, if you're going to date, you just have to be prepared. And if something else comes and you don't have to go through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 people that you talk to and have to say, no, this is not for me before you find the right one, then you are doing well. You are doing good. I'm not going to say you're doing better than most people, but you have done quite well. And again, congratulations to you. However, there are going to be many that are going to have to ask the tough questions. Even that one who meets her partner, her lifelong partner, her husband, her one, her true love, she's still going to have to do the same thing. She's going to have to talk, communicate, and find out who it is that she's getting involved with. And you're going to have to do the same. But the thing about it is, it don't take that long to figure out if that person is at least a potential, somebody that you can want to even see yourself trying to get to know, because a lot of people show their true colors at the beginning. If a man all he wants to do is text you, you can write him off. That's you're not getting to know him in no way. If he's not talking to you, trying to find out about you, who you are, what you're about, where you're going, what you're doing, more than likely he doesn't want to know and he's not your partner. You can scratch him off the list. If you are seeing someone and all they want to talk about is when we gonna hook up and y'all be in closed doors alone with one another, then more than likely he only wants one thing. Also, if when you're together, you meet someone and you're going out for the first time and he's doing anything sexual towards you, you know he only wants one thing. Leave him alone. Listen, there are clear signs at the beginning that can help eliminate some issues, some people who are just not the one. Your job is to go ahead and be willing to let it go and leave it alone. Some want to entertain those people a little too much, and that's where you get caught up. That's what continues to add to the frustration and the annoyance that you experience out here while you're dating. Again, we're already frustrated enough as you go through the dating process. However, you don't have to add unnecessary frustration because you're desperate, because you're lonely, because you're just ready for this journey to be over. Be willing to go through the journey. If you want to date, you're going to have to go through the journey. You're going to have to be prepared, be ready for what it is that you're the process of dating. Again, it's okay. It comes with the territory. You can do it. You can make it. All you have to do is be prepared, know what it is that you're getting into, and be mentally prepared. You have to be mentally prepared for dating. You have to be mentally prepared for the process, and then you have to be mentally prepared to even be in a relationship with someone. Your relationship is going to be as healthy as your mindset. So, hey, don't go jumping into anything that you're not ready to get into because you're going to mess it up when you're not ready. You're going to mess it up when you're wanting to just accuse or have false expectations for someone who hasn't even promised you anything. A lot of women are accepting friendship status, but yet you want commitment status. You want to be in a committed relationship and you want marriage, but you're accepting someone saying they only want to be your friend. If all he wants to do is be your friend, then that's what he means. So leave it alone and keep moving. It's okay. There are others out there. I know it may seem scarce, but there's others out there. There's no need to waste your time with anybody and in any situation that's not going anywhere. So, also, when you do meet that person, you want to already be prepared for the journey. You want to be prepared to be somebody's wife, to be somebody's special person, to be somebody who he does not mind coming home to be someone he doesn't mind showing off to his friends and family. He's someone he doesn't mind talking to for hours in the day around his work schedule. Please make sure he's working. You want to be someone who is a great and a valuable person and someone that he wants, someone that he can be proud of. And so, again, it's not all about him. Yes, you want to also be prepared and be ready. You want to be whole, even yourself. You want to be the right person for yourself, for your children, if you have children. You want to be prepared to even be a parent and wherever the relationship goes. Some people are not going to be dating long. Some people are going to have short courtships. Some people may have a year courtship. The time is going to vary from person to person, but the key is you want to be ready. I understand that when you're young, there's a grace there for young people because when you're in your 20s and you're going into a relationship, you're going to have to go through some growth spurts. You're going to have to go through some ups and some downs that some people who are already older may not have gone through because of the maturity level. But you too, you have to also be prepared to go into a long term commitment because with it comes challenges and you have to be prepared for the challenge. So, are you mentally prepared for the challenge? It's not even just the young people who are not mentally prepared, but there are older people who are also not prepared. So, are you prepared for the challenges that comes with being in a relationship? Only you can answer that question. And if you're not ready, wait. Wait before you jump into it. Wait before you go out here and date. The dating scene is just not the same today. And you have to already know what you're looking for, what you want, and how you're going to set and how you're going to go about your boundaries, how you're going to handle your standards, and all those things. Because if you're not, you will get caught up out here in a situation that is just not going anywhere. And that means you no good, and that is just a waste of your time, your efforts, and your energy. So, again, be mentally prepared, use wisdom, and be willing to go through the process, be willing to let go, be willing and be prepared for what is to come in your relationship and how you're going to manage and navigate the relationship that is the potential fit for you. Until next time, be blessed.